Hey everyone, welcome back to my garden. And today we had an update with the tomato plant. As you see here, if you remember from our previous videos, this plant was nowhere near this height. In fact, I've had to raise the lights as high as it could possibly go. I mean, this is already the top. This wasn't even a level here. I actually made this into a level. This is the very top of the greenhouse here that I simply put the rods inside and just placed one of the trays and placed the light right on top of it. So as you see here, it gave the plant a lot of extra space to grow. Before, the plant was about to here and it was already reaching the lights that it was hanging, so I gave it about an extra 5-6 inches almost. And it's made all the difference in the world. As you see here, we have a bunch of beautiful little tomatoes growing. And that's 11 flowers right there. Got also a bunch of flowers back here. It's about 10, 11 right there. We got about 10, 11 back here, 10, 11 back here. These ones are just forming, as well as these ones forming. I mean, I couldn't be happier. So that's about 60 to 80 probably tomatoes that I'm gonna get off this cherry tomato plant. And that's just from this one plant. If you look up top over here, you could see this is what's called a sucker. You basically have the stem of the plant that goes up, then you have the side shoot, and in between, if you think about like an arm, this is like the armpit. This is the sucker that grows out. Now, this plant right here, it's good to clip it off and it'll promote energy back into the plant as opposed to growth into here. But if you don't clip it, it'll turn into its own branch as well as producing flowers and fruits. But what I like to do is take the sucker off and transplant it. If we look at this transplant right here, this is a 25-day-old transplant. And if we look inside, right in here, let's see if we could see it. Get a little focus. There's a bunch of flowers being developed already. So I mean, this was a tiny sucker about this size as it was here that I clipped off, put in a little Rockwool cube similar to you seen me make before in my Kratky system, and just placed in a little jar. And sure enough, 15 to 20 days later, I seen tiny flowers growing already. I mean, 15 to 20 days later only. So that's a great way to turn one plant into into 2, into 4, into 10, into however many you need, basically. And as you see here, from this one plant, let's call this the mother plant, and this will be the baby. Here's another little sucker that's growing that I could take from this plant now and transplant it into another tomato plant. And so pretty much what I'm going to do is every month or so, I'm going to take a sucker, maybe every 2 to 3 weeks even, and keep this cycle going. This way I have a continuous supply of cherry tomatoes. And this plant is grown in a 3-gallon container. Let's take a look inside, see what the roots look like. Wow, I mean, massive, massive, and beautiful, clear white. I couldn't be happier. There's about, just because I know how much this container is, that's about a gallon and a half of water left. So that's really good for this plant. And you got to be careful, make sure it doesn't fall out. keep that in the container. And if you like what you see here today, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.